This is my Art in the Society final project. For my final project, I wanted the inspiration to come from feelings on the sexual revolution, my feelings towards women owning their own sexuality, emphasizing the importance of sexual wellness, and with all of that, gender roles and where they lie with sex and sex concepts. So this is my art piece. I wanted to paint a girl who seems as though she's in motion of some kind. She seems like she's on her way somewhere. You can tell that by the movement or motion of the way her body's turned. She's like looking behind her, and her purse is kind of swinging behind her. It looks like she's walking. I wanted to paint the color of her skin blue to symbolize that this could be anybody. This could be anybody of any race, of any skin color, of any religion. This could be any woman who deserves the right to explore herself sexually without any kind of judgment or harassment. And in her purse, she has her birth control pill, 2 condoms, lipstick, and a pink vibrator. I wanted to paint something that provoked a response, a reaction from the viewer, whether it was good or bad. I'm curious to see how people react to seeing a large pink vibrator on painting, like on a canvas. I think it's interesting to see how people react to women being very comfortable in their sexuality and being very comfortable in talking about sex. And overall, I want this piece to symbolize how far specifically America has come when speaking on women's rights and getting access to birth control, and kind of rewriting the narrative of what it means to be a sexual person. So with that comes gender roles. The sexual revolution slowly but surely gave women a platform to see themselves as more than someone's wife. This conflicted with society's marital culture. Around like the 1960s is when the pill came out, and it gave women a platform to be who they wanted to be in a sexual world. They didn't have to worry about getting pregnant. It completely separated procreation from the act of sex. How the pill changed everything. Again, the pill gave women an outlet to explore their sexuality without fear of having an unwanted child. And it caused outrage in America. People feared that it would become this huge mega thing. Women should be at home, they should be wives, they should be mothers, they should be having children. Sex isn't anything without the idea of having children, or unless you're with your husband. And that idea is completely outdated, and I feel as though we've come very far from that. Art, sex, and masturbation. The Great Masturbator, painted by Salvador Dali in 1929, just is one example of men painting provocative sexual nature, and it's totally okay. But when women would do it, it's considered distasteful. But don't get me wrong, I love this painting. I think it's beautiful. But then we look at a similar idea of the Playgirl magazines, which first published in 1973 as a feminist response to magazines such as Playboy. In the same breath, in 2017, one of the first porn websites completely run by women became a thing, and it's completely tailored to women's needs and desires, unlike Pornhub. Although the idea of this website is to encourage self-love and self-expression and pretty much self-sex, and making it less taboo. When it comes to name-calling, sex is a part of human nature from both men and women, although for centuries men are praised for sleeping around while women continued to be called vulgar names for doing the same exact thing. We see here feminist protest artist Judith Bernstein explores eroticism in her painting. She is a painter who graduated from Yale in 1967 and is considered one of the most provocative artists of her generation. She currently lives in New York and continues to be a cultural, political, and social critique artist. And this is one of her exhibits, and I personally really like her gaslighting painting. I love the colors she uses throughout all four of these paintings. And that is my project. Thanks for listening.